Got some breaking news. Firefighters rushed to stop a fire burning through the office of a religious school near Memorial Villages. A Houston police chopper on patrol spotted fire from the sky about 10:30 last night. Firefighters rushed to the St. Francis Episcopal School campus on Piney Point near Westheimer. That's in West Houston near Piney Point Village. Firefighters found the administration building engulfed in flames. One team cut holes in the roof while another climbed into the attic to put out the flames. The older building has some major damage, but crews were able to save other buildings on campus. That's the good news. They don't know what started the fire just yet, but an arson team is investigating. We're told no one was hurt. A driver died trying to swerve and avoid hitting an animal in the road in Northwest Houston. Of course, who of us hasn't been scared by seeing an animal dart out in the street, right? Unfortunately, in this case, it turned tragic when the driver hit that animal about 1:30 this morning on Fairbanks, North Houston, near the Northwest Freeway. He swerved and crashed into a tree, died on impact. The animal also got killed. Investigators aren't sure what kind of animal it was, but say it might be a cat or a possum. Investigators will look into whether or not speed played a role in the crash as well.
Tonight, a march will be held in downtown Houston to remember Vanessa Guillen and to ask for justice. The march starts at 5 p.m. at Discovery Green, and then we'll head to City Hall. As it gets dark around sunset, candles will be used for a vigil. A very large crowd gathered in Killeen for a vigil yesterday, putting up a mural of Guillen outside of the entrance of Fort Hood to send a message to anyone coming in. There are still so many unanswered questions and now calls for a congressional investigation into how her disappearance was handled by the U.S. Army.
The Army continues to deny and lie, and that's their MO, and we know that.
On Monday, Cecily Aguilar, seen on the right side of your screen, is charged in connection with the death of Guillen. She is expected to make her first appearance in a federal court in Waco. Aguilar is accused of helping dismember and dispose of Guillen's remains. Former Vice President Joe Biden offered condolences to Guillen's family, saying he and Jill are, quote, heartbroken by the senseless loss and vowed to put an end to sexual harassment and assault in the military and, quote, hold perpetrators accountable. The Army is still investigating, but says so far, they have not found any evidence that Guillen was sexually harassed. The top commander at Fort Hood said he tried to balance informing the family with protecting the investigation.
Let's talk about the COVID-19 pandemic as we're now navigating another holiday during the crisis.
The pandemic has canceled 80% of holiday events all across this country. ABC13 reporter Micah Hatfield is live with more on the closures that will impact so many people's holiday plans today. Hi there, Micah.
Hey, good morning, Jeff and Erica. When you think of 4th of July, you think of barbecues, you think of hanging out with friends, but not this year. Officials say the only people you should be hanging out with are the people that you already live with, and only a maximum of 10 of them. And you should do it at home because most places are closed. Here's something to remember. Galveston beaches are going to be closed. You will be fined if you go. Parks will not allow cookouts or picnics. However, you can exercise at both parks and beaches this weekend. Fireworks shows are being canceled. We're told about 80% around the country won't happen this year. But a fireworks stand we spoke to in North Harris County says they're seeing a spike in online online sales because, well, shows are canceled and people have to stay home. Just remember, fireworks are not permitted in Houston and many parts of Harris County. The governor says it's crucial to take these steps to slow the spread as all eyes turn to Houston as a hot spot for coronavirus.
Now we're not only dealing with an increase in COVID, the increase is spiking so much and has now become so deadly. It is essential that very serious actions be taken to reduce the spread.
And remember, young people still have a chance to get coronavirus. They don't have a zero risk there. So it's not you shouldn't use your age as an excuse to get out this weekend. And remember, bars and clubs are closed, and there will be officials out making sure they stay closed. So let's just say it's going to take some creativity to make this year special. At City Hall, Micah Hatfield, ABC13 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, special in its own way. Like Micah mentioned, with the mask order now in effect, we want to remind you about the rules.
You must wear a face covering in public places if you live in a county with at least 20 confirmed cases of COVID-19 and cannot socially distance. This applies to people 10 years and older. There are some exceptions to the rule, like if you are eating or drinking at the time, exercising, or have certain medical conditions.
A reminder, due to the 4th of July holiday, many COVID-19 testing sites will be closed today, including those managed by the Houston Health Department, the Texas Division of Emergency Management, and United Memorial Medical Center. For a complete list of testing sites and their schedules, just go over to our website, ABC13.com.
To uphold the health and safety of our community, we will not be convening together at Tinsley Park today. It's just not a good idea. That's not stopping us, though, from celebrating Independence Day with all of you during Shell Freedom Over Texas. We were there as Texas Troubadour Pat Green rehearsed for tonight's big performance from Jones Hall. ABC 13 is the exclusive TV partner of the city's 4th of July celebration. We'll also have performances from Trade the Truth, Bun B, Loud Lovett, La Mafia, and others. Our own Tom Cook and Gina Gaston will be hosting ABC 13's live coverage of Shell Freedom Over Texas once again. It starts at 6:30 tonight. You can watch on your TV, mobile apps, or streaming devices. The fireworks will fly much higher this year, we're told, so that more of you will be able to watch them from home. Alita?
All right, the weather conditions should cooperate for your afternoon festivities. As we get into the evening, Mother Nature may offer up a few atmospheric fireworks, just depending on where you are. So let's talk about the holiday weekend. Those temperatures this morning dropping off in the low mid 70s will warm into the upper 90s this afternoon. There is going to be a 30% chance of a few showers and isolated rumble of thunder, especially east of I-45. West of that area, most areas stay dry, and then Sunday we'll see the return of some wet weather. Here's a look at future track. You'll see some of that moisture starting to gather in our far eastern counties, a little bit closer towards sunset. And then as that moisture gathers far out east, there could be a few of those showers and even isolated rumble of thunder that blows in from the east toward the west. So that's what we're going to be monitoring for today. Otherwise, things should dry out just in time for those evening plans. This is the breakdown here with our map. 30% chance right along I-45, and then west or east of that area, slightly better chance. Everybody feeling that heat. The farther you are away from that moisture, expect those temperatures to be closer toward the century mark. Meanwhile, we are just shy of hitting our first 100-degree day here across southeast Texas. Not too far off from the record. Record to beat at Bush Airport this afternoon is at 101. I'm forecasting a high of 98, 95 tomorrow with some added clouds. More clouds and a better chance of some wet weather Monday and Tuesday. So we've bumped up those rain chances to 60% and then drying out by the end of the week. Hope you have a fantastic and safe Independence Day.